Hi, this is Shell of Shell's Creations. Today I'm going to show you an easy way that you can make your journaling into columns. One of the things that has been studied is what's easier on the eyes to read, and it's difficult for eyes to follow along when you have long lines of text or wide lines of text. And so one of the ways to get around that is to increase the leading or the distance in between the lines so that it makes it easier for our eyes to make sure we stay on the right line. Another simple way to fix that is to put your journaling in columns. And so I already have the journaling here put into a block with the longer lines, but I'm going to show you on this layout how you could change it into columns. Okay, first I need to find the layer that is my journaling. Here it is, right here. Okay, I'm going to turn on my grids. Control and the apostrophe key will do that. And I'm going to zoom in on the journaling. On this particular layout, I have a shadow on my journaling. I don't normally do that because journaling doesn't usually have a shadow, but I needed a way for it to stand out a little bit more where it's white and there's a lot of it, and it's on the black, and so I went ahead and did that. Okay, let's look at this. It looks like my journaling starts at about 4.5 inches and ends right close to 11 3/4. And so that means that I have about 7 inches, so my two columns that I'm working there would each be about 3.5 inches wide. Okay, in order that we don't just modify the shape of the text, we need to click somewhere with the text tool inside of there, and then we're going to change this block of text so that it's only 3.5 inches wide. About, let's see, 4.5 plus 3.5 would give me about 8 inches wide. Okay, and now I'm going to duplicate that one. So I'm going to hold down my Alt key. Let's change to the Move tool, hold down my Alt key and drag. And then this one I'm going to start, I want an 1/8 of an inch in between. And that one will go about right there. Okay, now the trick is knowing how many lines you have so that you can cut it in half. And so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the text tool here. And I'm going to change the size of this box so that it opens all the way down, so I can see how many lines we have. And we need to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, so I will have, since there's an odd number, I'll put the extra in this first column. So half of 37 is, let's see, 38 is 19. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it's supposed to end with no particular. So let's grab a hold of our handle down here. Rather than deleting it, I'm just going to go ahead and close this one up. Oops, I'm just going to go ahead and close this one up until no particular is the last line that's showing. And then go ahead and click to confirm that. Okay, and then in my second text box over here, I'm going to take out up to no particular. Just go ahead and highlight the text before that and hit delete. No particular order. Okay, and there we go. Let's hold down Command and click on the apostrophe key to make those lines go away. And there you go. Now, like I said, it's a well-known fact that it's easier to read. That's why newspapers are in thin columns, because our eyes find it easier to read things in columns. There's a quick and easy way to take your text and go ahead and put it in multiple columns like that, and they match up. They're the same width, and everything's ready to go. If you wanted to, you could click inside of your text box, Control A to select the entire thing, and then Control or Command Shift J would justify the text, and that makes it appear a little bit more newspaper-ish. Again, to do that, you click somewhere in your text box so that you have your cursor. Control A to select all of the text, and Command or Control Shift J. If you wanted it to look a little bit more like a newspaper, you could justify the text on there. If you have really narrow columns, justifying the text will make big gaps and it won't really look very nice. But if you've got a little bit wider columns like this, it would work great for that. If you have any questions, you can reach me at shells.creations1@gmail.com. Thank you.